Welcome back everyone to the Why Explorer channel. I'm here today in response to a tag that Shane from Isle of Wight Bushcraft shared. It's a show me your coffee video. Now I don't do coffee. I rarely buy coffee, so it was a bit of a tricky video for me to do. I went out and bought coffee, a zero coffee. But as I say, I don't ordinarily buy it. For those of you that follow my channel and watch the videos, you'll know that I'm a tea man. I like tea. Anyhow, I'm here with coffee. I went up to a place called Churchill Gardens to do the video, to show me your coffee video. It's a hill in Hereford, which overlooks the city, and beyond is the Black Mountains. And it's that I wanted to share with you. Anyhow, I got up there, I started filming, and what I wanted to do was incorporate a May whistle into the video, because only a few days before the tag, I said to Fog360 on YouTube that I would carve a May whistle after watching one of his videos. Well, I started carving and I couldn't remember the process, so I aborted the whistle. I carried on filming. Later I went back home and thought about the aborted mission regarding the May whistle, and I decided to go back out some days later and try again, which I did. So on Bank Holiday Monday I went for a long 12-mile walk, and I took out the original sycamore pieces with me. I had a few left over from a few days before. Well, I started carving. I found a nice place to carve. But could I separate the bark? No, the sycamore had dried out. It was like concrete. So I aborted that mission. I mean, this was turning out interesting now. We had show me your coffee, and we had a May whistle that just wouldn't work. Anyhow, I continued on my walk, and the very next day I went back out again and sourced some more sycamore. And I started carving, and this time it turned out, yeah, fairly well, you would think. Only the sycamore that I had chosen was too thick. I couldn't get a sound out of it. What do I do now? Well, I continued on my way, and I left it at that. So what you now find is a show me your coffee video with a May whistle that doesn't work. Because I incorporate the footage. Alright guys, I'm still up at Churchill Gardens, and this is where you join me now. So without further ado, and without talking any more, here's show me your coffee with a May whistle that doesn't work. Take care. So we're going to set up in here, and there's very little wind. This is right on a main road as well. You could probably hear the traffic. This is the main Aylstone Hill. Yeah, you can hear the traffic, see? This is the Aylstone Hill that runs into the city. But here's where they come, look. They come in here and they get wild in here. Yeah, they get wild in here, look. There's the main road. Yeah, I'm not going to set up there, it's just too noisy. So I'm going to come back through here. Okay, I'll bring you back when I've got things set up and possibly got the May whistle underway. Alright, peace. Got the Lixada stove set up on this little plinth. I think there was probably a monument of some kind on there before now. Anyway, gonna get some tinder, get some of this stuff nice and dry, bone dry, plenty of it around. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my time just gathering the fire material. Churchill house. Still here in the vicinity. That's nice, it's mellow here. Have a nice time. Just gonna put some of these shavings into that nest. Break up some of the jute twine. It's always good. There's some resin in there, and of course there's resin in the shavings as well, so it should go up quite nice. That's it. All set. I'm just using my rather battered Mora knife. Should do the job. Yeah, what we gotta do is we gotta cut like an indentation in there for the mouthpiece, and then we've got to score the whistle all the way around. Then we've got to tap it in order to release the sap or something inside of there, and then slide it off. And right, yeah, I've got to think about what the next phase is after that. It'll come back to me. Okay, stop there. This isn't working out. Let's go on over to another day, another sycamore piece, and another attempt at making a May whistle. So, having made a mistake on that whistle, I've come away now. I've looked at the instructions again, and I've come away to make a second whistle. And I'm sat here beside this sycamore tree. It's a bit loud here, there's a main road to my left. But these are, well, this copse, should I say, had a good supply of sycamore. So I'm sat here and I'm going to carve another whistle, and what I'll do is I'll blow the whistle every time we come to a new view at the top of Churchill Gardens. Alright, I'll show you the piece and one or two images regarding the carving of the whistle. Alright guys, bring you back. Okay, I hope that's focused. I'm not sure that it is. Put it on the floor maybe. Okay, so that's the piece I've got. It's a bit thick. It's a bit thick. All right, mate. Sorry, mate. It's all right. No, I'm doing a video, mate. Oh, sorry. I'm carving a whistle. Oh no. I'm gonna have to go down the back of you. How you doing, mate? All right. Yeah, just I'm carving a whistle, mate. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a May whistle out of sycamore. Oh, fair play, yeah. So I upload it on my YouTube channel. Look. Oh yeah. If you do a lot of that. Yeah, if you want to check it, all hiking and wild swimming and stuff and. Bit of Bear Grylls, are you? Nature, mate. Well, fair play to you. It's the medicine, isn't it? Wow, it's the easiest cure. It is, mate. But if you want to check it out, it's called Y Explorer. Y Explorer, that's W-Y-E. Yeah, as in the River Wye. Yeah. Yeah, that's on YouTube. I'll have a look. There's some loads of good hikes on there in the Cambrian Mountains and all sorts. And fair play to you. Check it out, man. Get a brew together and just sit back like. You can't forget it, mate. River Wye, Y Explorer. All right, man. Take care, buddy. Well, how about that? I've left that in because that was quite a good interlude. There's a chap that's just come up the copse here, and this is quite a wild copse. Not a lot of people come up here, so I've just told him what I was doing because it looked a bit dodgy. in all fairness, it looked a bit dodgy. But yeah, so I'm going to carve this, guys. I'm going to use my Mora knife I've got my Mora knife. I'm going to sharpen it. I'm actually using my Lansky. See you, mate. I'm actually using the Lansky. It's a good sharpener, that is. I recommend it. Put it in your EDC pack. So I'm going to sharpen that now, and then we'll get on and carve the piece. Okay, so that's the bark off. All we have to do now is take a bit off this end and carve the chamber. This is the piece I carved in the end. It's all correct. I think it's too thick. I think it's too thick. I've tried one piece before. In actual fact, I've tried another. You didn't see that, guys. And of course, in the course of making these, you have to get the material. So I will not be cutting down another piece of sycamore tree because it's just not ethical, just for the sake of a May whistle. This doesn't work, you see. It produces no whistle. It's too thick. That's my mistake. Yeah, that's not a fail. I tried. That's not a fail. I tried. But I cannot, in all honesty, cut another piece of sycamore down. It's just no good. So, yeah, I'll have to try it again some other time. But the sycamore behind me is taking a bit of a beating. Yeah, so a May whistle, that's how you're supposed to carve it. But I chose the wrong limb. It's just too thick. Okay, back to the views, back to Churchill Gardens. I gave it a go. I'll put a nice bit of music to it, or in fact I'll narrate above and I'll tell you a bit about the views. Okay, back to Churchill Gardens. Okay, we got the stove going and we got the Trangia 27 today in a little corner of a city park. Let this boil. I don't think it needs any more fuel. It's plenty hot enough. Yeah, so this is on the new Lixada stove. We should do alright. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to get it going. Let's get a brew on. Okay, that's the water boiled. Yeah, this is a city coffee, guys. Whoops, that stove is hot. I've actually forgotten my spoon. So it's going to have to be the backcountry way. Yeah, you can hear the city, the sirens, the police, the ambulances. It's all going on. Never rests, does it? That's why we like to go out into the hills. Okay. There's my coffee. Let's go out and check these views out, Shane. Yeah, it's quite nice. Okay, let's have a look at these views. Let's take the coffee with me and let's go and have a look at the city. In the city, look. Just made a nice coffee in there. In good old Hereford. The Black Mountains looking good. Yep. What I've done is, Shane, I've taken some footage in the last week, so I'll run you through and show you what's out there. What we're looking at is the Hay Bluff to your centre right. That's the very northern tip of the Black Mountains at 677 metres, 2,221 feet. Beyond there is the Gospel Pass at just over 500 metres, the highest pass in Wales. And there you'll find also the western escarpment of the Black Mountains, the northwestern escarpment of the Black Mountains, which includes Rhosdirion, one of the highest peaks in the Wye catchment at just over 700 metres. All very impressive out the back there. It's one of my favourite places to hike and walk. And indeed wild camp. I've wild camped around there too. We come back out to the front. You can see just a slight rise from Hay Bluff. That's the Black Mountain. That's at 700 metres, 702 metres, something of that nature, which is roughly 2,350 feet. It is the site, in fact, of the Offers Dyke route. The Offers Dyke goes right across the top there. And if you come to the front, you can just make out the Black Hill, otherwise known as the Cat's Back. That's a ridge walk. You've seen a ridge walk there before, if you check out the link above and below. But this is what it looks like. It's very impressive up there. In between the Black Hill and the Black Mountain is the Elcon Valley, which is super beautiful and very pretty. I actually hiked this area with Ollie outdoors a couple of years back, which was a fabulous day out. Moving further on toward the south, towards Abergavenny, we have Wynbower, I think it's pronounced, at 811 metres. That's that big bulbous looking hill you're looking at there that rises above the rest of the Whaleback Ridge. This is known as a Whaleback Ridge. That's at 2,661 feet. I've hiked that too with Paul some years ago now. Back in 2010 we did one of our earlier wild camps. It was a fantastic May night and we could see Hereford twinkling in the distance. I mean, it was May, but we woke up in the morning and it was snowing, which kind of makes you realise how conditions can be kind of unpredictable up there. But it is fantastic. Moving further south, that pimply looking hill that you see that rises above the rest of the Whaleback Ridge is Penny Gader. Been up there too. In actual fact, that's where Paul and I did the camp. Yeah, fantastic walking and amazing views up there. I recommend it to anyone. So you get all these views from Hereford.
Down below you see the cathedral, the water tower. Beyond the cathedral you see the sugarloaf. The cathedral actually obscures the sugarloaf from this picture, but you get the idea that from Churchill Gardens you can see the whole of the Black Mountains range. It's a very unique view, and it's one that I relish every time I'm walking into town. This is the route I take. I go up to Churchill Gardens, I sit for a while, and I have a cup of tea. And I just remember fond walks. I've walked the River Mono out there, I've walked the River Hondy, I've walked the peaks, camped, enjoyed the views with friends such as Erica. Who else have I been up there with? David and Ian Pettit. Been up there with Lawrence French many years ago, Steve Edmonds, Martin Hall. Keith Sinclair. Okay, that's the tour of the Black Mountains from up at Churchill Gardens.
Thanks for sticking with me, guys. That was one of my stranger edits. It started off as one thing and ended up as another. Hope you enjoyed it though. I enjoyed sharing with you the views from the top of Churchill Gardens there. And in actual fact, Shane, I enjoyed making the coffee. It actually tasted nice in the end. So that's it. That was my show you my coffee. A May whistle that didn't work. In actual fact, here's the May whistle. Simply doesn't work. I don't know what happened with that, but I carved it. So Fog 360, I stuck to my word, me old mate. I carved a May whistle, although it didn't work. Alright, that's it from me. Until next time, take care and be well.